books. It is something totally different. But on to some current event that touches the agricultural world. The Nairobi International Trade has kicked off today at the A.S.K show grounds in Jamhuri. This year's theme is promoting climate-smart agriculture and trade initiatives for sustainable economic development and growth. The exhibition is set to run until the 29th of this month. And our reporter, Sophia Ali, talked to the management of the exhibition. Let's take a look.
The planning of the show starts almost 6 months ago. And this year we have the best show because we have so many exhibitors and most of them are new. So far we have 230 exhibitors who are on the ground, and we even expect more because from experience there are those who join us later because some were involved in other shows like the one that just ended on Saturday, that's Kabaranet. So we are also expecting them by Wednesday. I believe the number will have gone up. And so I'll invite everybody to come to the show. And apart from just preparing for the show, we've also put in place security measures so that all the showgoers will be secure while at the showground. In fact, at the moment, the showground is the place to be because it's very secure, and we'll assure you that you learn a lot, and there are many who've come, learned a lot, and implemented. And we believe that will also help. So you're most welcome to the show.
Okay. So perhaps just take us through the theme of this year.
The theme of the show is promoting climate smart in agriculture and trade activities for sustainable economic growth. And every exhibitor is supposed to anchor his exhibit towards promoting that theme of the show.
Okay. So as Kenya, literally in the agricultural sector, I know today we are promoting a lot of innovations. Is there anything that you expect to see from the exhibitors this year?
At least every year we have something new. And this year, as I said earlier when I started talking, there's a lot that people will expect to see. Like in agriculture, for those of us who don't like touching soil, if you visit our farms, then there's a new technology where you'll plant your crops, but you don't need to touch the soil. So you'll be as clean as ever. And then for those who've had issues about pesticides, there's a lot of technology now, so you don't need to fear because they've introduced new technology where you can grow your crops without any issue in terms of pesticides. So that means you'll get food that is good and clean and for the health.
Okay. So for a very long time, agricultural shows has been a place where you go to have so much fun and enjoy and socialize. Perhaps where can we say we are as a country comparing where we were before? Because many people feel like agricultural show has become more commercialized compared to being a social event.
Yes, you just put it. It's keep growing. It's bigger and better. And of course, mixing up with the fun, as you said, is that we pick up new innovations, new technologies. And in alignment, again, to the theme, as we just said, is that we pick up three very, very key things. We pick up sustainability, adaptability, and in terms of how we align ourselves, our businesses, to issues of climate change. And therefore, just to say that then is a whole, some kind of a trade picking up from all sectors that we pick that come in to participate in the show. So it's much, much more than just fanfare. If you look at the new technologies, the new innovations that we have on display, if you look at the feedback that we've been getting from our shows, and this is the 14th show that we are holding this year, just another two to pick up. And therefore, the feedback that we picked from our show in Eldoret up to the current trade fair that we are holding today is that everyone is happy. And we've got a lot of great comments on what people come in to learn. As a society, again, we picked up a bit of an extension service so that what we are trying to do is just to ensure then we are able to make some follow-up on the adaptability on what people learn in the shows, just for us to ascertain that those innovations those technologies are embraced in the businesses, they're embraced in the farm, so that we don't just see a very good crop at Kenya Seed, a very good animal at ADC, and then probably, then that's it. So we must be very clear that we want then just to ensure we embrace the new things, the new innovations, the new technologies that we learn in our shows across the country.
The key in agriculture is value addition. For too many years, we've been focusing on just basic raw materials. So why are we exporting just simple tea across the border, right? So if you look at the government policy under President Ruto, we're spending a lot of time talking about, can we export ready tea to those countries, ready coffee to those countries? If you look at the flower sector, for instance, and vegetable sector, most of our produce is now not raw flowers going to Europe. They go in bouquets, they go in nice presentations. If you look at our vegetables, they're packed in a really nice packaging. All the vegetables are there. So that's called value addition. The difference between exporting a raw material crop to a value finished product is 10 times profit margin. So we're spending a lot of time encouraging our farmers going to value addition. Give you an example, sugar. We need to talk about sugar processing. Madam, for the very first time in many years, Kenya is now food sufficient. This year and last year, we have enough maize to feed our population. Maybe this year, we'll even export sugar outside this country. And a lot of credit must be given to the government for the subsidized fertilizer. It was an excellent program, and I hope that continues for this year only. But there's been a lot of improvement in terms of what private sector has done for agriculture in this country.
So in terms of policies, is there anything cooking in the oven?
Yeah, so there are obviously many new laws coming out. Some the private sector not happy with, and we're now talking to government about negotiating on those new bills that are coming out for agriculture. What we're telling government is we don't mind policies, we don't mind regulation, but do not charge farmers for it. There's enough agencies out there who are doing an excellent job with government, enough regulators. Allow private sector to flourish, and it's government jobs always to regulate us, but then try and keeping the fees and all that to the minimum to the farmer. And we're constantly encouraging Minister of Agriculture under the new CS, who by the way is one of the best CSs in agriculture we've ever had, a true professional, and we've met him several times, and I think he understands what private sector is saying. Let's reduce the cost to the farmer. We don't mind regulation, we don't mind new laws, but keep them at zero cost, because already we're paying so many taxes.
All right, and at this particular moment, we want to take a look at the prices, commodity prices, specifically for Solanum tuberosum. Now you're asking yourself, what is Solanum tuberosum? Good question. That is the